All right, everyone. Hello and welcome to a new week, almost a new month. This is a recording for a new transitional thing that I am doing in honor of this recent new moon, this new moon in Aries, this new astrological year. I am Magdalena Grace. If you're new to my channel, I'm a mind, body, spirit alchemist and a runes reader. And I work with all sorts of witchy magical tools to help people be empowered, inspired to live their best health, their best wealth, and their best wisdom. This is my Healthy and Wealthy and Wise podcast and channel. And I actually was only doing new moon and full moon readings. And I actually had, like everyone with this new moon in Aries and eclipse, I had a lot of energies floating around me. And I just decided, you know what, sacred no, I am not going to do a new moon reading. And then I thought, you know what, it's been on my heart to start weekly readings. So now this sacred new moon manifestation, sacred full moon bless and release protocol has changed to weekly readings. So maybe at some point I'll change my intro, but I was just focusing on the new moon manifestation, the full moon releasing with the sacred technology, ancient wisdom of the runes, which are amazing divination tools that predate tarot. And I've been working with the runes for, gosh, 2.5 years now, and they have been a huge part of my alchemy. I call myself a mind, body, spirit alchemist, focusing on healing the mind, and the mind, monkey mind, ADHD, mental health, depression, anxiety, judgment, inner criticisms, grief, can help block our mind as well and just paralyze us. And so really the best way I have found to heal the mind and to work with any of those things that you may be struggling with that may be also causing you pain and suffering, hurting your health, your wealth, your relationships, etc., is to go through the body and the spiritual practices, rituals, cleansing. And again, I'm not going over all of my tools. You can go to my website, magdalenagrace.com. If you like what you see or hear today, please hit the like button, subscribe. If you hear this on my podcast, please welcome you to write a review. So I'm going to dive right in, wanting to do a nice reading. I opened up Sacred Space. I already did the reading. I already pulled the cards. I am playing with my runes and a couple of bonus cards today. So every week I'll be now reading the energies of the week. This is a general reading. If, of course, you want your own reading, a one-on-one, go to magdalenagrace.com, and I have discounted rates, just kind of like getting the word out there, because there's not very many of us out there. There's not very many runes readers. In fact, I only know one other one here in the US, and I know a couple over in Europe. So it's pretty magical to be able to share this with you. I'm so humble and grateful that my ancestors helped bring this back and help me recognize that this is medicine that has been around for thousands of years and really deserves to be known. It's making a comeback. So these are ancient symbols. I'm going to throw them up on the screen first. The idea behind this is you look at the image. I'll let you look at them, and then I'll do the reading. And so these are the 3 cards that I pulled. So I'm going to show them to you first and kind of tune in, first of all, with your last week and this week ahead. If you have any big plans, if you have any big goals, if you've had any big interruptions, any big disruptions, what may have shown up for you in the energies of this past week, and then what you're wanting to create this week. So here are the 3 cards. See if anything came through, and then it's my job here now to tell you what they mean according to my own inner guidance and wisdom and study with the runes. You take the best, you leave the rest. This may not resonate with you, and that's okay. This is a general reading, not specific to a question. Normally, you would ask a question of the runes in order to have the appropriate guidance. Again, this is not a psychic reading. This is merely intuitive development for you to make a best decision for yourself in this week ahead. So this first one is Tiwaz. Tiwaz is ultimately about truth, justice, you see this is like an arrow pointing up to the heavens or to the stars, to the cosmos. So it's like spiritual justice. It's spiritual spiritual discipline. So thinking the arrow also is like shooting like a straight arrow, shooting for the truth, and not just any truth, but the spiritual truth of the matter. So that's the energies of this past week. Maybe that applies to you in a variety of ways. Maybe you made some sacrifices. Maybe you really committed to a deeper meditation or deeper spiritual practice. Maybe you practice more temperance. Temperance is healthy restraint and having more self-discipline. And it can be spiritual discipline. So whether you want to call that meditation, prayer, affirmation, whatever, or it could just have been any kind of discipline in your life that helps you move ahead in your life purpose. But this is all about focusing on your truth, your honorable truth. And no surprise with the new moon and the eclipse, it was all about endings. And a lot of times I even told my clients and friends, I wouldn't do much if I were you this past weekend, but just really tune in and connect and really take care of yourself, which takes discipline. I'm trying to think if there's anything else coming through. Yeah, it's just really about sharpening your mind, your body, your spirit, and again, that discipline to do so. So that was the energies of this past week. These are the energies of the first part of the week, and really something that I would encourage you to work with. So as you go into this new week of March 31st, this is about AWAS. AWAS is a spiritual journey. You can kind of see that there is, it almost looks like a mountain, right? So sometimes in life we climb mountains figuratively and like literally and figuratively. So figuratively, this is more of a spiritual mountain to climb. So based on last week and what we just saw, maybe you are in reflection mode, preparation mode, wanting to set new moon intentions, which we're still in a good energy to do that today. As of this recording, it's March 30th. So it's also, it is the figurative mountain and the literal. So let's talk about the figurative first. So the spiritual climb. This week, you may feel like you have some spiritual mountains to climb. So take it nice and slow. It also looks like a letter M for mindfulness or meditative. So before you do anything or have any big conversations, just take like a nice deep breath in and or meditate before you have those important conversations. If you're also into shamanic journeying, this first part of the week is a good time to do that as we're just coming out of the eclipse. Neptune has gone into Aries today. There's a lot of Piscean energy. So this is all supporting shamanic journeying, meditation. Now, the other thing that this could represent is physical travel. So where are you going? Where are you traveling to? It's very good energy for an intentional, purposeful trip this week. So if you maybe have one planned, or maybe you've been thinking about it, this would be a great one to also build harmony in your life. This could be, a great week to work on building trust with friends, your partner, even with yourself, having like a conversation with yourself about where it is that you want to go in this next 6 months to 2 years. They say that, we just finished Aries new moon eclipse. That was the 2-year cycle for Aries eclipses. Now we're moving into Virgo Piscean eclipses for the next 2 years. So the next 2 years are going to be very, very big, very huge. When you look back on these next 2 years, we're probably like, holy crap, how did I get through all that? So that's why this week is really potent, because this is like the new year, if you will, of these eclipse energies, and really a lot of Virgoan and Piscean. So really working on mindfulness with your health, but also building trust and deeper relationship with not only yourself, but with others. So this week is a great turning point for all of that. So again, mindfulness, meditation, taking intentional trips, having intentional conversations, and maybe even some shamanic journeying would be a good thing for you to do this week. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to do these weekly. So the timeline of this is all up to you. I always say the past and the present, those are more, I would say, firm energies. This, you are still your own god or goddess. You are going to create your own results. Okay. So this is fluid, whereas these first two cards is more static based on the energies of what's going on in the planet right now. However, if you take this week seriously, if you really focus on the shamanic journey, the mindfulness, the meditation, intentional conversations with thoughtfulness, right? You will have abundance. So this is Yira. Yira is all about cycles, and not surprising, you know, we're starting this new 2-year cycle, a new astrological new year. So this is often celebratory. It's celebration of a big journey that you just accomplished and reaping in the rewards. Oftentimes I consider this as kind of like you reap what you sow. So you could say that this is going to happen in the next 6 months because the new moon and the eclipse is really focused on the end result happening sometime in the next 6 months. This isn't just necessarily this coming week, although I will be doing a new reading every week from now on. So just really tune in with that. You know, where are you harvesting? Where are you wanting to reap what you are sowing? And again, if you focus on AWAS and really become mindful, maybe set those new moon intentions if you haven't written them. It's still not too late to do it, depending on when you see this reading. But the whole idea is that you will manifest. So I love how these readings come to be. I can't make this stuff up. So there you go. So those are 3 runes, past, present, and future. I pulled a clarifying card from the Crow Tarot deck. And this is beautiful. This also goes perfectly with the reading. So I pulled the Hermit card. I don't know if you can see that. There you go, the Hermit card. So the Hermit keywords are meditation, which we already talked about, time alone, enlightenment, and wisdom. The solitary hermit crow, aged and wise, is perched upon a sacred tree in quiet contemplation deep in the woods. He listens to what the tree needs to say as the falling snow lands on the smallest of the branches. It is the tree that has provided the crow knowledge and is a symbol of the subconscious mind. After his time of quiet reflection, he is ready to pass his knowledge to those who are willing and prepared to travel into the thickest part of the woods. In his mouth, he holds a lantern, a symbol of wisdom to light the way. The soft, bright listening lead to fulfillment on one's journey. So I know some of you live in colder climates where you may still have snow on the ground, snow on the trees. I was just in Canada and they got a bunch of snow after I left. I saw the forecast and there's more snow coming across the northern plains this week. When you think about the Hermit, and I'm a Virgo, so this goes really good for me. The Hermit is all about reflection, meditation. So even though, yes, we are in spring and we're planting seeds and we're moving forward, don't forget to still reflect. Don't forget to have a little hermit energy and reflect into that unconscious mind, really transmuting the shadow into light. So he talked about in this reading was about lighting the way. So what I'm getting here is whatever you have gleaned from winter and whatever you're meditating on mindfully this week, you're going to be able to share and put into your business, if you have a business of your own, or into your life with your relationships, your health, your wealth, and you'll receive that Yura, that last card of the runes that I pulled. You'll receive that abundance, but it requires you to go within. As within, so without. As above, so below. You hear me say that all the time. So you really want to be able to recharge your batteries still this week, even though I know it's spring, and make sure you have that quiet reflection meditation every day and ask yourself, how can I take this ahead into my life? Okay. So again, the Hermit. And last but not least, I pulled one more bonus card from one of my favorite decks right now, the Herbal Astrology, since we're getting into spring and planting, if you're depending on which climate you are in. And I pulled the Rue card. Again, lighting is a little bit bright in here, but the Rue with a lion, and the lion has the rue flowers all around it. And you can't really see it, but there's some angelic beings up in the top corners of this image. So it says protection. The main themes are psychic shield, auric protection, angelic wisdom, banisher of darkness, restoration of vitality. So rue is known as the herb of grace or the blessed herb. In Spanish, it is known as ruda. In Greek, it is ro, which means to set free. Rue is considered a powerful and protective plant with a long and detailed historical use in both medicine and ceremonial rituals. Early physicians considered rue a vital remedy against plagues, pestilence, and poison. During the Middle Ages, rue was hung in doorways and windows to ward off the evil eye, hexes, and malevolent spirits. Some of its primary uses in ancient Greek and Roman medicine was to stimulate menstrual flow, improve eyesight, alleviate nerves, and relieve rheumatism. Priests were said to dip rue in holy water to bless people and their homes. Many would wear bunches around their necks to ward off evil spirits and curses. Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo were said to consume the fresh tops to improve eyesight and increase creativity when immersed in their art. Although rue is considered to be native to the Mediterranean, it has been found in historical accounts among the Maya, Aztec, and indigenous peoples of North America. As a medicine woman, I have worked with this before. So guidance from this card. Rue is said to be the herb of angels, granting us the ability to channel the angelic realms. It emanates golden energy like a lion, powerfully protecting and pouring in light into any space that it inhabits. Resilient like the wide array of solar herbs, it grows generously and abundantly, thriving in all kinds of terrain, demonstrating its strong life force and vitality. Rue has landed in your cards today to remind you to protect your aura from lurking and possessive spirits that might be consuming your energy. Don't allow parasitic negativity to darken your field, which can create perpetual states of self-criticism, self-doubt, and self-hatred. Call upon Rue's power to shield your body with angelic forces and restore radiance, vitality, and love in your atmosphere. So this is a great, again, it may not resonate with you, but this is a great reminder that oftentimes, if you are a powerful healer, if you have powerful energy, ask and call upon your angels this week to help protect you. If you need or want, get some rue and hang it over your door, or wear it. But it's talking about, calling upon that protection, especially if you are struggling with some of the unconscious shadows of self-criticism, self-loathing, self-doubt, all of that. So this is a good reminder for you today. And I'm always going to close after the reading with a little drumming and be toning the runes just for a few minutes, not very long, making sure that if you want to, you can always stop the reading now if you feel complete, but I'm going to drum and tone so you can meditate. So feel free to sit back, relax, get comfy, whether you're on the floor, on a cushion, on your couch, on a chair, get supported, feel the back rest behind you, the chair beneath you, and close your eyes. And I'm going to invite you to take 2 nice deep inhales. Go ahead, inhale deep, and exhale. Inhale deep, and exhale. I'm going to sing the runes and drum to you. See if anything else comes through about your week ahead. Go ahead and just notice how you feel. Keeping your eyes closed. Take another deep inhale. Nice deep inhale into the belly. Inhale. And sigh it out. Now go ahead and close, just encouraging you to have an amazing week, taking this wisdom with you, taking whatever resonated and leaving the rest, as always. Here's to your best health, your best wealth this week by trusting your best wisdom from within and from without. Whatever this reading maybe did for you, I hope that it gave you some clarity, some inspiration. If you have any other questions, you can surely reach out to me at magdalenagrace.com. Bye-bye for now.
Subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Hire Magdalena for a runes reading or healing session by emailing support@microdosingforhealth.com.